What if a single brushstroke could shape the future of art for centuries? This was the power of the Northern Renaissance, a movement that not only celebrated detail, but transformed it into a defining feature of European art. At the heart of this transformation were two visionaries, Jan van Eyck and Albrecht Dürer, whose innovations revolutionized the way artists approached realism, symbolism, and storytelling. Their work laid the foundation for modern art as we know it. The Northern Renaissance wasn't just about exquisite detail. It was a movement that married precision with profound meaning. Today we'll explore how the groundbreaking techniques and visionary ideas of Van Eyck and Dürer created a legacy that continues to inspire artists and captivate audiences worldwide. Jan van Eyck is often credited with perfecting oil painting, a medium that transformed the artistic landscape. Before Van Eyck, artists struggled to achieve the vibrancy and depth that oil paints offered. Van Eyck's meticulous layering technique allowed for unparalleled detail and realism, as seen in the Arnolfini portrait. His ability to render textures like fur, glass, and fabric was so lifelike that it seemed magical to his contemporaries. By combining realism with symbolic depth, his works became visual narratives that communicated complex ideas. This approach was groundbreaking and set the stage for future generations of painters to use art as a medium for intellectual and emotional exploration. While Van Eyck's influence came through painting, Albrecht Dürer's contributions were multifaceted. Dürer was not only a master painter but also a pioneering printmaker and theorist. His engravings, such as Melancholia First, pushed the boundaries of detail and symbolism, making printmaking an art form in its own right. This democratized art, allowing ideas to spread far and wide in an era before mass media. Dürer's theoretical writings on proportion and perspective introduced a scientific approach to art, bridging the gap between the Northern and Italian Renaissances. He studied in Italy, absorbing the humanist ideals of the South, and brought them back to the North, where he blended them with the meticulous detail characteristic of his homeland. His ability to synthesize these traditions made him a transformative figure in art history. The emphasis on detail that defined the Northern Renaissance didn't fade with the movement. It became a cornerstone of European art. Artists like Hans Holbein the Younger and Peter Bruegel the Elder carried this legacy forward, applying the Northern aesthetic to portraiture, landscapes, and genre scenes. Holbein's The Ambassadors is a prime example, showcasing astonishing realism and a hidden anamorphic skull that nods to the Northern love for symbolism. Bruegel, on the other hand, used detail to capture the vibrancy of everyday life. His works, like The Peasant Wedding, reveal how the Northern Renaissance expanded art's subject matter beyond religious and aristocratic themes to include the common man. This democratization of art subjects echoed Dürer's earlier innovations in printmaking, making art more accessible and relatable. The techniques and ideas born in the Northern Renaissance continued to influence movements like the Baroque. Artists such as Caravaggio and Rembrandt adopted the Northern emphasis on realism and light, using these elements to heighten drama and emotional impact. Rembrandt, in particular, admired Dürer's engravings and incorporated their precision into his own etchings. Even in modern times, the legacy of Northern detail is evident. Hyperrealism and photorealism owe much to the meticulous techniques developed by Van Eyck and Dürer. Their work reminds us of the enduring power of close observation and the ability to find beauty in the smallest details. The Northern Renaissance also left a lasting impact through its use of symbolism. The careful inclusion of meaningful objects, colors, and gestures influenced art long after the Renaissance. Modern artists like Salvador Dalí drew inspiration from this tradition, incorporating hidden meanings into their surreal compositions. This symbolic language continues to resonate because it invites viewers to engage with art on a deeper level. Just as Van Eyck's Arnolfini portrait asks us to interpret its objects and Dürer's Melancholia challenges us to ponder its enigmas, contemporary art often seeks to provoke thought and dialogue through its layers of meaning. The Northern Renaissance didn't just change how art was made, it changed what art could do. By marrying exquisite detail with intellectual depth, artists like Jan van Eyck and Albrecht Dürer created a legacy that transcends time and geography. Their innovations laid the groundwork for centuries of artistic exploration, inspiring movements as diverse as Baroque, Romanticism, and Modernism. Today, their works remain as relevant as ever, reminding us of the power of detail, symbolism, and storytelling in art. The next time you encounter a masterpiece rich in detail, pause for a moment to appreciate the Northern Renaissance's enduring influence. It's a testament to the idea that art, at its best, is both a reflection of its time and a gift to the future.